What have you bought?
What? That drive's awful, doesn't it?
Turbos. So in a recent video, I bought this cheap BMW M4 Competition. And when I say it's cheap, it was literally the cheapest one in the country. But there's definitely a few catches with this car. Little things like a bit of body damage on the bumper there. The headlight's a bit steamed up. M4 badge is a bit broken on the front there. It's got the wrong wheels on it. It's got bald tyres. It don't drive straight. Yeah. It ain't driving straight at all, is it? It's got a whole load of lights on the dash. And the guy that bought it off was a really nice guy. And at the time I thought, well, do you know what? There can't be nothing too wrong with this car. Until I got into it the next day. Basically, I'll show you now. Get in it, you know, like most cars, you've got the key in your pocket, press the start button, nothing, completely dead. It doesn't start, right? But in fairness to him, we had a conversation about the fact that he needed a battery, so fair enough, all right? But then we put a jump pack on the car to get it started, and this is what it sounded like. Now, one of my biggest concerns with this car was the fact that it could be clocked, because it's showing that it's done 35,000 miles. There's actually more to the story as well. In today's video, we're going to be going through the list of problems that it's got at VRS and also doing some checks to see if it's clocked. Now, I am convinced there's something wrong with this car. When I bought the car, I done a car vertical check on it, and it shows that the mileage is all clear, okay? So the car has got 9 owners, which isn't ideal, and a car with 9 owners and only 35,000 miles, well, you're going to assume that potentially it's been clocked. It's not a guarantee, it's not a definite. I wouldn't say that across the board, so don't be put off by cars with low mileage and high owners. But I just feel like maybe that's what the catch is with this car. But I think what we need to do, what's an absolute priority, is we need to try and save this car, because at the end of the day, this is a Yas Marina Blue M4 Competition. I know it's got the wrong wheels on it. It has got a whole list of issues. Like something else I didn't mention was the gear stick just broke off when I got into the car. And we'll go through the rest of the list when we get to VRS. We're going to get it onto a ramp. I'm a bit skeptical. I'm quite convinced that we're going to find something wrong with this car in this video, but who knows? When I got offered this car, as a car trader, the reason why I was so torn about buying it was to buy this car, spend loads of money tidying it up, and get to the end product with no service history, the wrong wheels and so on. It's just not worth doing that for business. But for a project car for the channel, I just knew that this was absolutely perfect, and it was the perfect opportunity for us to get an M4 Competition on the channel. So in this video, we're going to be plugging into it with Carly. Big shout out to Carly. Thank you to them for sponsoring this video. They do OBD code readers, yeah? They're a great company. We've worked with them a lot over the years. And with a Carly OBD reader, you can plug yourself into the car and check the mileage on the ECU of the car. So it will tell us all of the mileage history that this car has coded into the car, okay? So we're going to do that with Carly later on in the video. We can't do that right now because the battery's dead. We've ordered the battery, it's at VRS, so we're going to put the battery on at VRS and do it all there. What we're also going to do at VRS, because I'm super paranoid about this car, is just let Will have a look over the car and just get his opinion on it, because I am feeling a bit concerned. I'm feeling like, what is the catch with this car? Like, what is going on? And the goal or the aim for the end product with this car is we want to have a nice, clean, hopefully zero mileage discrepancy BMW M4 Competition, preferably as well with some competition pack wheels. Let's stop talking, let's get to VRS, check out the mileage and see if we can find any issues with it. So, Will.
What have you bought?
Come on, man. I'm feeling optimistic. It's been a stressful few days, but I do know that we've got some good content here, that's for sure.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be something exciting going to happen with it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, first look, you've got headlights fogged up. There's a bit missing off the bumper. It's on the other side.
Yeah, well, it's obviously been hit here, isn't it? And
something's happened, yeah.
Must have damaged that headlight, and in fact, that headlight is actually, no, it's not. Yeah, a little bit damaged at the bottom.
I'm guessing that was something that the rest of the car then drove over as well, like a curve.
It could have been that.
Don't drive very nice. So, I mean, the rest of the car, I mean, you look round it, apart from obviously it's got some far roads or tyres or something.
The tyre situations.
I've not driven it yet, but you were like, you want to drive the car? I was like, not really.
They are terrible. They're absolutely terrible. So we'll
just be careful, yeah. What's the rest of the car like, the paintwork? Is it all right?
So
it's obviously had the front bits painted. And
yeah, it's had a bit of paint on the front. I think something.
But then
other,
these do get stone chipped up. Mine's stone chipped, you know, on the front a little bit. And theoretically, if I painted mine, you'd probably see it's been painted and think, has it been crashed? It hasn't. But you know, for stone chips and things. So
nah, but I've had a good look underneath, and it all sort of lines up all right. And like, I don't know, man.
What's going on with the gear knob? It's like something off an old Atari or something. It's like completely missing.
Yeah, there's the issue with the gear knob. I've got a whole list of problems. I'll go through them in a bit. There's a lot. There is a lot of problems, but I don't know. We'll. I think the thing I really want to find out is obviously the reason why I'm here. One, to get it checked out, and two, to get the mileage checked. So,
does this need the mileage checking?
It does, because
what's the mileage?
I'm just convinced it's meant to be 35,000 miles.
Well, it probably is if it's been off the road after its huge crash. It says. I'm joking. Is it a categorised car?
No, it's all clear. We've done all of our checks on it. It's all clear.
Somebody could have backed into it. Anything could have happened, couldn't it? So.
Yeah, and it's just. I think I'm just expecting to find something wrong with it, but. Obviously, I mentioned about the starting issue. It doesn't run properly on tick over. Did I mention that to you?
No.
No. Well, that's quite a big problem. Yeah, I'll show you that in a bit. I did notice the rear M3 competition badge is not actually in the correct place, because if you look at Jason's one,
it normally sits underneath, doesn't it?
So that would make you think that.
Well, unless they've changed the badge for black badge. If you didn't have a black badge on there or something. I think Jason's had a chrome badge on it originally.
I don't know. I think they are black.
No, I mean, if they put a different badge on it at some point.
Yeah, they might have done that and they put it on wrong.
Or I think back of my car, I didn't. Someone said the other day, I've not even got an M3. It just says M on the back of mine.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was like, really? I don't notice stuff like that.
And I think that's cool as well. So you deal with a lot of these cars, and you drive one yourself.
Yeah, I've got a manual one.
So
Jason's got his car's better than mine.
He's got a competition pack DCT.
Yes.
So cool. Should we jump in and see if we can conclude more on this mileage and
see?
I think we should let you jump in the driver's seat and let you drive it actually.
No.
Yeah? You can drive. Let's do it. Is that fixed now, yeah?
Fixed it, innit I?
We are
the blue buttons and that.
About to find out. Apparently the original ones are here somewhere. Oh, we've got a locking wheel. That's good.
Look at this car, but you've got one.
Yeah.
What's in here?
It's got a little M sort of.
That's broke.
What's that?
It's just a cupboard.
Mate, stop doing my M4 apart, man. You just broke it.
Oh no.
So,
no, let's. Should we turn the ignition on?
Get the ignition on. The Carly thing is plugged in, as you can see. A few lights on the dash.
So, okay, so we've got brake fluid, engine oil, vehicle inspection.
During COVID, it had one of them MOT extensions, because all the MOT garages were shut down.
Yeah.
So we are plugged into Carly. It's still got my M5 on there from when I used to use it for my M5. Look. Pretty cool, isn't it? And obviously with Carly you can do coding, all sorts of wonderful stuff. In fact, I want to code out the beep because I find that really annoying. Let's see if we can do that now. So what do I do here to do?
So it looks what you got. So what do you want to do? You want to what? Sorry. You want it to not beep or to beep?
To not beep.
So yeah, if you unlock it, then you want to click on that arrow.
Click on that and then turn that off.
Yep. And then that.
Code now. Agree. I find that so annoying.
Well, the beep, because you can't just you come home and it's like beep. Hi everyone.
Yeah,
I've arrived.
A lot of people seem to like that on. I don't know why you'd want that on. It's irritating.
Yeah, I think everyone's different, aren't they? Some people like everyone to turn around when they're walking away from their M4.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah. I don't want everyone looking at my M4.
Yeah.
So there we go. Coding was successful. Please turn the ignition off, on again, and then we'll see if that audible thing is gone. Ready? Well, good. Switch it off. Let's give it a go. Perfect. It doesn't bleep anymore. I know that is like bottom of the list of priorities with this car, but
done, though, isn't it?
at least it's done. I don't know why I'm giving you that. It don't really matter, does it? So let's get to the important part of the video where
The Melange.
So you can code with Carly, which is wonderful. All them bleeping noises, by the way, all the faults with the car. But what you can also do is you can do a used car check with Carly, right? Used car mileage check, and we can see there, right? I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. The mileage is all fine.
This has not been tampered.
No tampering detected.
Highest detected mileage, 57,819. So kilometres.
That's kilometres. Whereas if we look at that in...
What are you looking at me for? Like I'm king maths.
kilometres in miles, yeah?
35,927, yeah, so it's 35,942, so it's bang on then, yeah.
Okay, so
the mileage is not the issue with this car. That's one less issue.
It's one thing, yeah, one. You're right.
It's like you want to buy cars and have mileage issues, isn't it?
Well,
it's like, Will, got a mileage issue with this car. It's like, you sure?
But at least it shows everyone what to do when they're buying a car, so they can do all their checks and make sure that everything's covered. That's important, isn't it? And I will link Carly in the description below. I think they've done me a code as well, CZD24 for 2024. So make sure you use my code when you're buying yourself a Carly. I'd highly recommend you will get one because they're bloody good. You can do all that code and stuff, do all your used car checks, and it's just a handy. You've got one yourself, haven't you? It's a handy thing to have. Could the car have had a mileage blocker, Will?
So obviously we don't fit mileage blockers, but we always check when they come in to see if they've got one, because when people buy a car, if it's had a mileage blocker fitted, you can put it in different modes, and some people don't take them off. They just put it in like the dead mode, like the normal mode, so it just acts normally. So if you hold the BC button in, normally what happens is the indicators will flash after about 10 seconds, and there's different modes. So when those different modes come up, you can then change it, but I have checked this.
So you press and hold that for 10 seconds?
Yeah, nothing happens. So it's not currently got one fitted.
So it might have had one at some point in time, but there's nothing indicating whatsoever that this car's got any mileage issues. It's impossible to know, isn't it?
Sometimes the weirdest thing can happen where the car does no miles and suddenly does loads. Because if it's changed ownership, it's changed lifestyle. So if someone doesn't do any miles in the car, then someone does loads of miles in the car. It doesn't mean it's been clocked.
Nah.
But on the other side of that coin, it could have had a mileage blocker on it, and it could have done 60,000 miles, and now it's done 90,000, 95,000 miles.
Yeah, but you'd never know. You'd never know.
Because you never know the history of the car. And you know, technology, there's lots of different types of technology to deal with mileage. So people have different ways of doing it, and I'm guessing if it was undetectable, then you'd never know anyway.
Yeah.
Only one person will ever know, and that was the person who fitted it, or two people, and the owner of the car.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless the owner fitted it himself as well, you know.
Yeah, so from our point of view, we've checked car vertical, we've done a Carly check to check the hardware of the car,
and we've
done the mileage blocker.
Yeah,
and
we've checked to see if it's currently got unfitted.
Doesn't have one currently, so that's all good.
Yeah, so far so good.
Okay, let's now do the dreaded drive, and then we're going to do the dreaded ramp check. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, let's go and drift it. Joking.
What is going on? What? The steering wheel's like completely.
Whoa.
That drive's awful, doesn't it? Well, the wheel's like. You really drove this here like that? You're not worried?
I rang my missus before I left just because it was.
Tell her you loved her. Oh, have you, babe? Don't tell me this guy's been driving this car around like this.
How has he been driving it like that?
That's not a nice experience.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
This car could be so much better.
Just with four-wheel alignment, it would drive better.
Are the wheels tight?
Are the wheels even
They must
on?
have been, they'd have fell off by now, wouldn't they?
Is there definitely four wheels on the car wheel? Gearbox works, doesn't it?
Yeah, that feels alright.
It's got hybrid turbos, by the way.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh no, have I got to tune this?
Yeah, it needs a tune. Shall I go through the list of problems it's got?
Yeah.
So, gear knob,
Yep.
indicators,
Yep.
they blink like rapidly, so there must be an issue there. Wheels and tyres, which
Yeah, you've got.
I've got an issue. I don't know what I'm going to do about the wheels and tyres. I suppose I've got to try. I'd like to source a set of wheels, preferably competition pack wheels, but if not, some kind of different wheels. I just think it looks.
Or some CS wheels or something.
CS wheels would be wicked. I think these wheels look great, like on your car. I think your car looks wicked.
The comp wheels look so much better.
They do, but only on comp cars.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
stock wheels need to be on the non-comp cars.
That's why I've not changed mine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it the other way around.
No.
So
this is a comp with stock wheels, which is completely wrong.
It's just completely wrong.
Yeah.
It needs a tune because it's doing that hunting thing when you start it, and I'm guessing I reckon it's just what we've had it.
You're going to ask me to can you tune the hunting thing out?
Yeah.
What, the broken?
Just map it out. Can we use Carly for that? No, I reckon it's. You've told me this before.
Just turn the cam variator off. It's fine.
I've learned from you that there's something to do with it trying to heat the cats up, and it's not got cats.
You got a cold start delete, so when they start, I would start the ignition to heat the cat up. Yeah, but
All right.
if it's hunting about, it might have a. You know, it depends on the the motor for the eccentric shaft, if that's trying to sort itself.
Oh, right, well, yeah,
right.
it needs a tune and it needs to run properly, but it drives properly once. It drives all right once it's
It'll be
warmed up. Battery light on dash,
Yeah,
brake light on dash.
lighting system. Yeah.
The OBD plug is a bit loose. I don't know if that's something we should be concerned about.
Okay. Might be just a clip on the back of it or something.
Okay. Four-wheel alignment, of course.
Yeah.
Suspension he's looking at. The headlight, which we know about. I don't know if we're going to have to replace the headlight. No idea. Going to have to try and source one, I think.
Yeah.
Parking sensors. I noticed the next day after buying the car that the parking sensors just don't work.
Okay.
So there's an issue there.
Yeah.
Bonnet doesn't seem to close properly.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
weird.
that's potentially related to
Probably just wants adjusting.
where it's been hit by something. And obviously the carbon canard's missing, which I'll speak to EAG probably and try and get one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your
that's-
conclusion of how it drives so far?
Do you know what? When we first set off for I don't know what happened there. That felt a bit weird as well.
It's just where the wheels are trying to
And you brake.
not fall off.
It's worse I think at high speed. It's not high speed. What we were doing then, 60 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour. It didn't feel too bad going straight.
Yeah.
But low speed, it does feel a bit like everything's just like it feels like a noddy car, you know.
Yeah.
You know, when I drive mine, you know, when you're on the motorway, if you get into the ruts, it's like this.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
When you're in comfort, the steering is less twitchy as
Yeah.
well.
True. Yeah.
So it does feel a little bit better like that, but it's definitely something wrong with it because the steering wheel's like that.
Nah, something bent in there, something not straight for sure. Cool. So let's get on the ramp. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's put it on a ramp and have a look underneath because I want to see how bad it is.
I can't believe we've got this far in the video and we've still not actually, other than the obvious.
Yeah, it's just all minor stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't forget, once the M4 is complete, you could be in for a chance of winning it for free on my website, Planet of Dreams. I'll link that in the description below. Head over there now to get your free entry. Right, so Will, you've you just had a little look underneath the M4, and
It's got something in it there. See that?
Yeah.
Makes it look like it's a chip. So I think it's just full of water. So we'll try and dry it out somehow. There's some trims missing underneath.
Yeah.
From there, you'd think, oh, it's bowled over a curb and this, that, and the other. But actually, when I looked underneath it, I was a bit like, it was pretty uneventful. So that's obviously a problem.
So that explains, or potentially explains, why it's.
That's why it drives horrible. That's why it wobbles like that. So because look,
There's a lot of play in that, isn't there?
I'm guessing it's the wheel bearing. Yeah, it feels like it is. So.
Okay.
So yeah, there's loads of play in that, up and down.
Yep.
You can hear it.
You can.
So that'll be new wheel bearing, rear pads down to nothing, 4 tyres or a set of wheels. Obviously wheel alignment. This wheel arch liner here is rubbed through slightly on the front, but it's missing a couple of trims here and there. So that's going to want sort of like refitting.
Yeah.
With a couple of bits of trim underneath. Obviously there was a splitter of some sort that was attached to the front, you know, because you've got your stickiness here.
Yeah.
So it would have had the normal chin spoiler. And there's a little trim that goes here.
Yeah.
That's missing.
Okay.
On the front, that's kind of it there.
All right.
You're not sure if that looks, to me, that looks like it's bent. But it's hard to tell. So I don't know if it's just my eyes or if it's just the way it's got a bit of corrosion on. So to me, where that's broken up and rusty there, that would normally be through stress.
Yeah.
So if you look at this arm,
Yeah.
it's completely clean and
Okay.
you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So normally they do that and corrode when the metal's been under stress. So when you see a cast hub and a cast steel hub, they're all cast and they usually go light brown where they're bent, just because it changes the metal. So.
All right. Fair enough.
But that's a minor. So, but then looking at it from this side, I don't like that bad. This is what, because I'm looking for something.
Yeah, because
I'm looking for the tiniest little thing. That's why I'm kind of like not sure whether or not it is. But you know, I'll just put a straight edge on it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
So,
And if it's not straight, then
we'll get a new one.
But it's only an arm.
Yeah.
It screws in the end of the rack, so
All right.
it's not a big deal.
So moving on.
This here was going that way, and that was pointing down. So when you go over a bump, you couldn't do anything. So I literally just popped that off because it was facing like that way, swung the arm round to the top where it should be, popped it back on, and I'm guessing that'll probably fix all the light faults because that does all your level sensing stuff. So someone's just had that off and then
Not put it on properly.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why they would have thought it went that way, but they did. So
Yeah.
that's your best tyre, isn't it?
We'll show you.
Yeah, that's the good tyre.
There you go. That's the good one. Look at
It's
that.
only got a little bit on the inside, so.
On the outer edge, it's all right, isn't it?
So it's had some sort of centre res delete done. Not so pretty, but it's just doing a job. So
Yeah.
it's got VRSF down parts, which are ones we would use as well.
Bloody hell,
So
really?
yeah, that. Unfortunately, the Lambda has been sat on there because it's not been clipped up. So. But
That needs tidying up.
yeah, I'm going to just clip that up now, and then what we'll do, we'll check the Lambda check this working. I think that is a lower one, so it doesn't use it as much, but we'll just check it's working. It will bring a fault in for a heater circuit potentially. I can't see what type of turbos they are. Do you know?
I know, as far as I'm aware, they're the original turbos with hybrid cores.
Okay, just like different bearing hat. Because I know there's a couple of guys do like uprated bearings and stuff for them. So hopefully it's got that because they do knock the bearings out and start to smoke on these. So yeah, we'll see.
We could maybe reach out to the company that done the turbos. We're working our way slowly to the rear of the car now, yeah?
Yeah, so the rear of the car, all the rear diff's been rebushed. So if you look up here, it's all the diff mounts are Powerflex diff mounts.
Okay.
So that's done there. So you can
I noticed that because it's purple on there, isn't it?
yeah, so you got a Powerflex rear diff mount, and then the front mounts. There's 4 across the front. They're all done as well. So somebody spent some money on it. It's got H&R springs.
Brilliant. It is sitting really nice, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah, it does sit nice. I'm surprised. I thought there'd be. Unless I'm missing something, which is possible, but.
Well, I suppose you've only had a quick look over it, but you've
Yeah,
done
but-
so much you can
Yeah, I mean,
do. You've driven it.
I think. Do you know what? I think a set of tyres. That lighting fault could just be that thing. So we'll look through it.
Get a battery for it.
Yeah, new battery, code that in, set of tyres or wheels, wheel alignment, maybe a steering arm once I've checked it. And
Have a look at the tune, maybe, and that's
yeah, we'll do all that last
standard.
thing, but just get it drive straight,
Yeah.
and that's it really. I'm quite shocked.
I am as well. Like, what? I don't even know what to say. Why?
There's always a story that we'll never know.
Yeah, exactly. But on the plus side, it's far better than I expected. You've
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
satisfied all of my worries anyway, and we can now leave it with you. We'll come back with another video at some point soon with a follow-up of.
Yeah, we just need to decide what you're doing with these, and then,
Got to, yeah, sort out the wheel situation.
so I'm going to need that before I do the wheel alignment, so I can't do it with the.
So we need to find some wheels, don't we?
Yeah, that's priority for
Or
me.
tyres. We could just put tyres on these. I don't know.
Yeah, if you want to leave these wheels on, you put tyres on. Well, these wheels have a value, not as they currently state with these tyres.
No,
so
no, of course.
you could either put tyres on these wheels and then sell the wheels after,
Yeah.
or you do a trade with someone that's got some
Compact wheels.
compact wheels. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'll do now is I'll do a full diagnostic on it and just get rid of all the things that are fixed.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what's left and then come back to you.
Yeah, cool. Wicked.
All right.
Thanks, Will. Right, so, I don't know how to conclude this video. I am baffled. I'm sure there'll be more to the story than we currently know, and it will probably unfold as time goes on. But as it currently stands, the car has basically got a long list of problems, but there are a list of problems that I already knew about. So I expected it would have something, I don't know, some little horror story with it, but we haven't found no horrific stories with it whatsoever. It does need a bit of TLC, which we know, but which is brilliant, and we're going to get them all done over the next few weeks on the channel. So what I want to do at this point is I really want to encourage people to hit the subscribe button, yeah, because so many of you have not yet hit the subscribe button, and by hitting subscribe, you're supporting the channel, which allows us to keep growing, keep bringing you content on cars like this, yeah. As much as this ain't a gem, it's great content, but we need subscribers, yeah. I just hit 250,000 subscribers. I want to now hit 300,000 subscribers, and I can only do that with your help. I need you, because so many of you have still not yet hit the subscribe button. I don't know why. I need to tell you, hit the bloody subscribe button, please. Also, while you're there, just give us a cheeky like as well. Yeah, little like.
That does help so much, and we can continue, like I say, to bring you some wonderful content, work with some incredible companies like VRS, and do some incredible giveaways like an M4 competition on the Planet of Dreams, all right? So before I go, I want to remind you that Carly, I will link them in the description below. Make sure you use my code CCD24 to get a discount, and I think that's everything. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.